Bueno, queridos amigos, estoy contentísimo. Estoy en un sitio que se llama el Castillo de Patrick y de Nancy. Como pueden ver, es una construcción preciosa. Es aquí en Medjugorje y aquí estoy con Patrick y Nancy. Muy contento por estar con ellos. Ellos me han acogido en su casa. Estoy aquí con ellos y estos días me he quedado. Ellos aman muchísimo a los sacerdotes. Entonces, en primer lugar, les quiero agradecer y les quiero hacer una pregunta a ellos. So, thank you, Patrick and Nancy, for having me here, for welcoming me. And I'd like to ask you one precise question. Why do you love priests so much?
Father, a priest is a miracle of God. Father, I lived in mortal sin my entire life. I had money, I had a big business, I could sell 50 cars a day, and my world was only money. My kids were never baptized. I've had 2 divorces. I have never been inside a church. And the message of Our Lady said, you can't start conversion without confession. So I did. I went to confession after almost 30 years. And I poured everything on this priest. Everything I ever did in my entire life, married, adultery, divorced, all the affairs, and married Nancy in a helicopter and no baptizing my kids. And the priest said, I absolve you. Father, that was the greatest miracle in my life. I couldn't stop the tears at the mercy of God and the miracle that's in the hands of the priest. I believe today the priest is the greatest miracle God gives us. Where would I go? Just think. Where would I go if I died with 30, 40 years of mortal sin? I have no chance. My only solution, my only salvation was confession. And when that priest said, I absolve you, I broke into tears. I hugged him like a child. I kissed him. The greatest miracle in my life came from your hands, Father. And that's why we wanted to look after priests. That started our love for the priests. And we never said anything. We never did anything. But the priests started to come 2 and 3 and 4 at a time. Ukraine priests had nowhere to go, so 4 or 5 came. And now we get 100 at one time. Now we look after more priests than any other group. Because of one priest in confession that said, I absolve you.
Oh, thank you so much, Patrick. What a beautiful testimony. Thank you so much. And what would you say, Nancy, about that? Why do you love so much priests?
You know, Father, what we have come to realize is what we have never realized before. And that is that the Mother Church calls the priest Author Christus, which means the other Christ. And Patrick is in love with St. Catherine of Siena. So in reading what God the Father said to her, opened our hearts. God the Father said, a priest is my Christ on earth. I alone have the right to judge him. I have all eternity to judge him. But you, referring to us, are responsible for his holiness. That's the responsibility that we as lay people have. Yes, Father, you and every priest is Christ on earth. But you're also our sons, because you're born from the womb of a human mother, just like baby Jesus. And you need our prayers, our sacrifices, our paternal and maternal love. Because without you, we have no salvation. But without us, where is your way to holiness? You need us and we need you. How beautiful that is. And Our Lady said many times, alongside my priests, my immaculate heart will triumph. And she says many times, I bless you with my motherly blessing, but the greatest blessing on earth you can receive is a blessing from a priest, because that is a blessing from my Son, Jesus Christ. Father, miracle of miracles happens through your hands. It is only you who can say, I absolve you of your sins, as Patrick says. The greatest miracle that walks on earth is a priest. It is you alone in your consecrated hands for eternity that has the power to take a piece of bread and give to you and to us, the Almighty God in the Eucharist. The greatest miracle that walks on earth is a priest. And what a privilege it is that we can be the servants of God. What a blessing. Thank you for being a priest, Father. Thank you to all the priests that have never had thank you said to them for being priests. Amen. Thank you to all those who are watching for opening your hearts to love your priests as fathers and mothers love their sons. And we are here to say, Mother, I give you my heart. If the Father was not afraid to give his Son to you, I'm not afraid to give myself and my heart to you, Mother. Mother, love everyone through my heart, especially your priests. May our hearts be ready to give our life, even shed our blood for our son the priest, because without him, where is our salvation?
So you know the truth, Father? You're home. And we're so happy you're here. We love you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Wait. 1, 2, 3.
We,
In there.
we love you.
Thank you so much, Patrick and Nancy, and thank you for everything. Gracias por escuchar. Vamos a seguir con nuestros héroes de la iglesia. Un abrazo.